This is the Talk Wrestling Radio Network. All the wrestling with none of the ego.
Java Radio. Java Radio. Java Radio. Wrestling podcast featuring Ramen Bomber and Corey and the one and only Peanut. Java Radio. Java Radio. Bitches.
I even got to ride on the special bus,
I also had a learning disability.
and they realized quickly I was far superior than the other retards that were there.
Ritalin is the reason I'm straight edge.
And yeah, that's usually supposed to be the sound of Peanut kicking in and screwing up the beginning, but guess what? He's not here. Peanut's not here. Rab's not here. Madzine, you there? No, Madzine is also not here. This is Bomber. This is Java Radio episode 9. I am by myself right now. This is not a joke. It is 12:52 a.m. on Wednesday, and the podcast is going to be airing here in a couple hours from now. Later on today, and I got nobody. I got absolutely nobody. Just me, myself, and I. So basically what I'm going to do, obviously I can't do an entire podcast on my own because that would be horrendous, and I wouldn't want you guys to have to subject yourself to that. So basically what I'm going to do is the Job Radio guys and I, we've run a podcast before called A2E Cast. I mean, it's still going on too on our other board, our music video community. And we've actually been running it for, I'd say, a year and a half, maybe 2 years. I don't know, somewhere around there. But we did our first ever wrestling. Like, we always do podcasts about music videos, like we review them and shit like that. But we did our very first, like, WWE cast is what we called it, where we actually, like, talked about WWE and the build-up for Wrestlemania 28. It was our very first time doing it. And this is obviously like a year ago, so it's some old I was gonna say footage, but some old audio, and it's really, really, really funny. I'm gonna be playing that here in a minute, obviously, and it's longer than our normal show. It ran like an hour and 30 minutes, I believe, so that's why we had a special start time for this show. And at this point in time, I was all CZW. I hardly watched any WWE, any TNA. I only watched some pay-per-views here and there, so I had nothing. I had no idea what I was talking about when we jumped into this on this podcast. Originally, it was supposed to be 4 of us doing this podcast, and there was a conflict on time on what day we were going to do it, and apparently they didn't tell me ahead of time, and I didn't show up for the very beginning. But then I signed on Skype later, and they straight called me onto the show, without me knowing what the hell's going on. And it's hilarious. You guys are going to have to check it out. It's a great show. Some of the funnest stuff we've ever done, and I think you guys are really going to like it. Since we don't have anybody here with me today, we're just going to jump right into that. So here is it's called the A2E Cast. So if you hear us reference that was our old podcast before Jabba Radio. So there you go. And I guess here it is.
Hey A2E, and welcome to the 10th edition of the A2E Cast. I'm your host, Peanut, and we have, as I always say, a fun episode, and it will turn out to be fun. Before I get into the podcast, let me introduce my co-host at this time. My first co-host is the usual on the show. My first panel... I retire. I formally retire.
my first panel.
I wanted to.
Okay.
That was so painful.
I'm taking over for a second. This is staying. We're going. We're going. First introducing my
All right, well, I'll
my
just pick
esteemed
up.
colleague.
I'll just pick.
Like,
I'll just.
like-
I'll pick. I'll just.
I like how you're gonna take over, and he's like, "Wait, no, I've got confidence
Alright.
now. I'm taking over."
Before we get on with the A2E cast, I'll introduce my panel. The first member of my panel is the famous, the reckless eating, Rom 2000. How's it going?
And apparently one half of the tag team of the year, but yet didn't win the tag video or the runner up. How does that fucking work?
Even though you beat the tag video of the year.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all. Maybe that's why so many people were mad when we won, but that's that's an interesting piece of business. But hello.
God, I voted for a video I hated.
Yeah, what is up with that?
And that's the second member of this edition of the A2 cast, Rab Bethan. What's going on?
Well, no, we have to do this over because you have to introduce me by my proper award-winning title. So go for it.
And you hear right there, it hurts me to say this, the A2E podcaster of 2011, my good friend, Rab Bethan.
I am officially the most popular wrestling media podcaster on the planet. I am the best in the world at what I do. Copyrighted. Copywritten on this, which will be known as the Channing Tatum is a bro edition of A2E.
No, it's Gary Sinise special. Imposter was an amazing film.
But believe it or not, believe it or not, guys, this is not a video podcast.
It's about Channing Tatum.
We're really stepping out of the box. I know this is weird. It's a WWE cast. I know we don't do WWE here, but we are going to talk about WrestleMania, the build-ups, all the matches, give our predictions, just talk. We're not going to be too formal. We're just going to have fun with this, see how it goes, and we hope to do this more often, and we would love to have your feedback. So, after listening to this, leave us a comment and give us ideas, and we'll get going with that.
I have some quick feedback. The reason this won't be too formal, as you'll all notice, is because we're completely unprepared.
That transitions us perfectly to the WrestleMania build-up section. The first match of WrestleMania is
I
according
don't know if this is the first match.
according to WWE.com. I'm
Throw
going
that in
from
random.
bottom
The first
to-
match is going to be Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus or something.
No, they're saying it's probably be Jericho Punk is what it looks like because they want to get it as far away from the other two big main events as possible, which I could see it happening.
Okay.
But I'm going from bottom to top from the WrestleMania website, and that first matchup is Kelly
Ugh.
and. Is this a matchup? Do we skip it?
Yes, this is no. Go for it. Go for
No, yeah, go for this. Is a ranting thing.
it. Yes, exactly.
Kelly and Maria versus Divas champion Beth Phoenix.
Not Maria.
Who is it? I don't know who she is.
She's
She's
Maria.
some-
She's
Maria
she's
Menounos. Maria Menounos.
Yeah.
She's
She's
not
a
Maria.
celebrity.
If she was Maria, I'd be happy because I like myself some Maria Kanellis.
She works for like Good Morning America or something, doesn't she? Or
All right.
ET?
Entertainment Tonight, I think,
There you go, ET. Yeah.
But it's them versus
or Extra.
Divas champion Beth Phoenix and Eve. Wrong.
All right. First and foremost, the only person that deserves to have any type of spotlight by the way they've been booked in this match is Eve. And that's just because they need to capitalize on her being something right now. But the other thing is, why did they just drop the writer Eve Torres thing? Like, what? Where was that going? Like, okay, I get it. Like, he's like a lovesick child or whatever. But, like, then to just next week, we don't even mention it or have them near one another. Like, what the fuck is going on?
They mentioned it the next week. They mentioned it the next week.
What did they do? I didn't even see it.
They showed a quick throwback clip, and then
Oh,
they had Ryder in the Ryder stealing DiBiase Jr.'s gimmick.
Okay, so stupid shit then. So, but like poor Beth Phoenix, like what happened to Beth Phoenix fighting Karma, first of all. Like, that's the match everybody wants to see. That's the one that people will pay to see. I would actually pay to see that, which I normally won't pay for women's wrestling at all. And also, Trish Stratus had like a radio interview, and they asked her, "What do you want to do?" And she was like, "I would really like to fight Beth Phoenix for the title at WrestleMania this year." That didn't happen. Like, this WrestleMania is the mania of, like, the main events are awesome, but they don't give a fuck about their undercard at all. Like, the spectacle in some of these matches are completely lost. But this match, this is just horrible. This is just what the fuck has Kelly done in the past 6 months to all of a sudden earn a WrestleMania match?
A
And
screaming hurricanrana.
yeah, I don't. I mean, she's been nowhere. If anything, freaking Natalia should be in this spot because at least she's been
She's
on
too.
TV and she's been
She's
doing
too busy. She's too busy farting in front of a
Yeah,
phone.
don't even get me fucking started on the farting thing.
Oh no!
That's just,
Please leave that for me.
oh, Jesus Christ. So, yeah, this match is completely throwaway. The only thing that this can accomplish is by having Eve be really, really evil and dominant and pinning either Kelly or Maria and keep Eve's, like, heat going. Because otherwise, this is just horrible, horrible match. I don't know. I have no interest in it whatsoever, but I'd pick Beth and Eve are going to win.
All right. Rab, what are your thoughts on this?
I would like to mention that I am the only podcaster who will be at WrestleMania.
Oh, you will be there.
So I hope that this match is right in the middle, because that's about the time you go use the bathroom.
Oh no, they should open it with this because it's gonna have so much heat.
No.
Fans are gonna be so into it.
It's gonna be 4 hours long, and a
Yeah.
break right in the middle would be great.
Freaking Teddy Long comes out and it's like, Iron Man match, player.
Because concession lines are long, so yeah, I would like at least a 15-minute match between Maria Menounos and Kelly and Beth Phoenix and Eve Torres. Maria Menounos will win. I hope you guys understand this. Maria Menounos is going to win.
I have no idea.
Not
who
even
she is.
Kelly. Maria Menounos is going to win this match.
Yeah, but I don't want her to win because it's gonna crush Eve's momentum.
She's already pinned Beth Phoenix once. Can you believe that shit?
Yeah, well,
she
nobody
has a win over Beth Phoenix.
I haven't watched wrestling. I haven't watched wrestling in like 2 weeks.
No, it was a while ago. It was
Who
like
is
a year.
she?
It was a long time ago.
I've never heard of her.
She's just a reporter.
She's not a wrestler. That's why you don't know who she is.
Peanut will never understand that. But yeah, I know. But, like, who is she?
I don't know. I haven't been watching wrestling. She hasn't. It has nothing to do with it.
She really doesn't. It was so random how they put her into this. Like, what the fuck did she have to do with any of this? At least last year it was Trish, right? Like, Trish came back and she took a spot, so that's fine because it's
It was
Trish
also
Stratus.
Snooki. It was also Snooki.
Yeah, but Trish is the reason that I cared about that match because I was like, fuck Snooki, whatever, stupid fat whore. But like, Trish is awesome. She's like one of my favorite women's wrestlers of all time. In this match, it's like, wow, a fucking reporter and someone who hasn't been on TV in 6 months are gonna pin the Divas champion and the one diva with the most momentum on the entire roster of women. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. I think you're probably right, Rab, but I'm going to stick with Beth and Eve on the win.
Of course, Natalia is not part of this match because she's busy farting on fucking Vince McMahon. I loved the fucking Divas of Doom. That was fucking fantastic. That was great.
They weren't as good as Lay Cool, though. That's why they fell so quick.
No, they were better than Lay Cool because they
couldn't cut it on the mic. They were better wrestlers, but they couldn't.
No.
Their skits and stuff.
Phoenix can cut it on the mic. Natalia, not so much.
Yeah, she just got that ass.
Yeah. Oh God, the things I would do to Natalia.
Did you hear Layla came back to FCW? Oh, that ass right there.
Though FCW's like dead now, right? Like they.
No, I mean they said that it's not until like after Mania, and even then they don't know what they're doing. But I think they just have no idea what they're doing.
No, they said, after WrestleMania we will have an announcement about FCW, which is going to be FCW moving away, which sucks because I just went to my first FCW show.
They said something like it could be like they'll keep FCW possibly open, but like it's the minor leagues, and then like when you're done with that, they send you up to the one that's close to Connecticut, and then like that's like the higher up, and that's when you're about to get called up type situation.
I just started watching.
I can't believe you just started.
The first time I saw an FCW show. Well, first I saw it live on this past Saturday, and then Sunday I saw a show, and then Monday it was like FCW's done, and I'm like, fuck, fuckers, all.
The next match, on the WWE website would be Randy Orton versus Kane. Rom, what are your
Before
opinion?
I go, I think Peanut, even though you haven't been watching, every time we review something, you should just pick a random winner in a match just because. And let's see if you like get more than me and Rab who've been actually watching.
Yeah, we don't
So
know
who do you
shit
think-
anyways, you know.
Yeah.
For my professional opinion on this matchup, I'm going with Randy Orton because I'm looking forward to seeing all the videos about this match after he wins. But
You know I'm going with.
What about the Divas tag though? Who
Yeah,
would you
who
pick
do you
on that
think's
one?
gonna win?
Oh, easily. Kelly's gonna get the pin, and her team's gonna win.
All right, so Randy Orton Kane, I'm not as offended by this as a lot of other people are, because there's a lot of people that are like, this is just such a crap thrown together match. Well, Randy and Kane were probably going to be involved with something to do with Barrett, like with the Money in Bank, or you can tell the lower card was thrown together pretty quickly because they didn't know what the fuck was going to happen after Barrett got hurt. So I mean, Orton's going to win, or it's going to end in I could see like a double DQ. But there's no way Kane will win clean. No way. Because he's just, even though I like him and I like his look and he's a lot better to watch now than he was last year or the last 5 years. Orton's gonna wipe the shit out of him. So I don't know. Randy's gonna take it.
Rab, what are your thoughts?
Well, it's pretty simple how I'm going to. I'm on the other side of Rami. I don't care. I understand that there's a reason for it. It's that Orton, had a guy. It was gonna be Orton versus the Barrage, and the Barrage is dead. He dislocated his elbow or something, right?
Yeah, Ziggler fell on his arm.
Yeah, that was a rough.
Well,
bump.
that was all. Big
Oh,
Show's
that was
fault.
hard to watch. That was really hard
It
to
was
watch.
really bad.
Yeah, and then
But,
fucking Rhodes getting eliminated and almost landing on top.
No,
Oh,
that
was
was
it
Santino.
Yeah,
Santino.
Oh my god, I
Yeah,
cringed.
I saw it happen. I'm like, no.
They had to have gotten yelled at for that backstage. There's no way that shit would have flown. Like, your guy's injured, I'm gonna throw somebody on top of you.
But man, this match, there's no build up, just none.
Oh, the
And
SmackDown buildup was horrible.
all of a sudden, it's like hate. Cena, you'll feel hate. Oh, our match is over. Randy, we shook hands once. We shook hands, Randy, and we won't shake hands anymore. Hate.
Yeah.
And then Orton comes out like, I'm Randy Orton. I'm a Viper. And they have the same voice. I don't know if you know. I'm Randy Orton, and I'm a Viper. Kane, I'm Randy Orton.
They're just saying their names over and over again.
I am Randy Orton. Why does he keep? We know who you are, Randy.
Because it sounds good in the buildup.
I am. Yeah, you're right. In the build-up, it's gonna be awesome. You know what?
Yeah.
You have a point. In the build-up, it's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah, that's why they do
am-
that. They always mention their names.
I am Randy Orton, and Kane, you'll find out how Randy Orton I can be.
That's good.
I think it's dumb that they're not playing more up on the fact, because he said it, but they're not playing up that like Orton already has hate. Like, I know he's talked about it, but that should be like a really big issue.
Yeah,
like the fact
isn't
Kane
that
wants
his
to hate,
character?
fucking hates.
His character that he hates everything. He just
Hunts like old women.
Oh, you got the title. Good for you. RKO.
Yeah.
You're a legend. Kick you in the face. Oh, I hate your family. I'm gonna kick him in the face.
Yeah.
His
He's
entire
definitely
career has just been him being a terrible person to everyone.
Yeah. It's a throwaway match for sure.
And the match is gonna be this. The match is gonna be, boom, da da. Here comes Kane, and Kane takes 45 minutes to get to the ring. All of a sudden, fucking horses in my head, man. And here comes Randy Orton. He's gonna just stand. And do you know how long the fucking walkway is gonna be for WrestleMania?
Yeah. It's
So
pretty
I'm
long.
just gonna just slowly meander towards the ring, and the crowd's gonna go crazy for reasons I don't understand. He hears voices. The song's gonna repeat like twice on his way there.
Yeah.
It's gonna
I
go
think that
so
match.
long, It's gonna
Wait,
go
so
so long.
is this the bathroom break match for you? Is this?
No. I'm
No,
gonna be the whole
Divas.
match. No, it's gonna be. No, watch the match is actually gonna be decent. I guarantee you the match will be a decent match because Randy Orton's a decent worker.
Mhm.
I mean, it's gonna
And
be
Kane's
super.
not bad either. Kane's a really
Yeah.
good big guy. It
Oh,
just depends on who he
Orton-
fights.
Kane can definitely work with people if the people he's working with is good. Kane can work with them.
Yeah,
Kane's
I
not
think
that good at carrying people, but if his competition's good, Kane is definitely the best, probably the best big man out there for wrestling, wrestlers.
Kane's pretty good. I think the match will be it'll
The
be
match-
All the Rage, which also had Gary Sinise.
Yes.
And they'll be walking the Green Mile to get to the ring.
Fantastic.
Also starring Gary Sinise.
No, I want to say so. Yeah, the match is gonna be like it's the last 5 minutes gonna be Kane just beating the shit out of Randy.
He's gonna get like a random RKO out of nowhere.
and then oh no, RKO and shit, and that will be the end. And then the thing I hate the most about Randy Orton, I swear to God, is he will get the shit beat out for 5 minutes and he'll pop out with the RKO. That doesn't bother me that much. It's really.
It's the Austin finish. Like he would do that too, just
You
stun
see
her
it-
out of nowhere.
But the thing that bothers me about Randy Orton is that then, despite looking like shit for the last 5 minutes of the match, all of a sudden he's like smiling and he's up in the thing. He's looking at his opponent like, "Wow, you suck, opponent."
What's John Cena selling?
He's got his arms in the air and he's
Jumping jacks.
it's that's the thing that bothers me most about Orton. Orton no sells the shit out of the match, which is the opposite of CM Punk.
Hmm.
CM Punk will win and then he'll be hurt.
Yeah.
And that's the way it should be. Moving on.
It makes sense in logic, but what?
Remember to predict your prediction.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
got, well, he picked at
yeah,
the start.
I do at the start. The next matchup, though, according to WWE.com again, is the IC champion Cody Rhodes
Ugh.
versus Big Show, and there's no question about it. The Big Show, he's gonna take this match
Yeah, he's gonna kill him.
easy.
Yeah, no.
He is. There's reasons why he's gonna kill him though. This buildup has been fucking awful. Like it's entertaining, but like what happened to like taking your opponent seriously? Because even if Cody does beat Big Show, what the fuck did he beat then? He beat some joke. Like it means nothing. And when he does lose, because he's gonna lose really bad. When he does lose, he's gonna look even more like shit because he's been running down Big Show the whole time. So nothing is gonna be won here. And my biggest rant is what the fuck is going on with this undercard for Mania? Like Mania used to be about like matches that you don't normally see, right? Not like your normal Raw versus SmackDown matches. It's about the spectacle of it. So
Yeah.
originally we were gonna get Big Show versus Shaq, which honestly I thought that was cool. I was looking forward to that because like Shaq seemed down, and then all of a sudden they're like, it's not gonna happen anymore. I was
Well,
like,
Shaq didn't
okay.
want to do it supposedly. Supposedly Shaq changed his mind.
Well, okay, that's fine.
That's
But then
cool.
what about this other match right here? The other one they changed their mind on too, which
We'll get
actually
to
had
that.
some
We'll
build up.
We'll get
No,
to
I
it
know
later.
it's all within this. It's Cody Rhodes was gonna fight Goldust, his brother.
Oh, that would have been so great. I wanted that
And
so
I want
bad.
that bad. And
Yeah,
what
I heard
they're-
about that.
The excuse they're saying is that because he's like an agent backstage now, they don't want to take like a payday away from one of the other guys. Well, fuck that. Who cares if he's taking a payday away from one of the guys? This is something that is like a rarity. It's a once in a lifetime thing, and that's what WrestleMania is about. Like Cody Rhodes versus Big Show is a SmackDown match at best, if even that. Like it's just your generic throwaway match. Nobody's gonna remember. People would have remembered Cody Rhodes versus Goldust. It would have been like they would have had an amazing beat the shit out of one another brothers match, and I'm really mad that they decided against it. It just seems useless, but yeah, Big Show's gonna kill him with the punch. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah. Rob, do you have anything else to add?
Well, I disagree at one point. I don't think the build-up's been that bad. I disagree with Rami on that point. I like the build-up. He hasn't been building up Big Show as a joke. He's been building up Big Show as a joke at WrestleMania. He says it every time he speaks. Big Show, can beat him. He thinks Big Show, is a worthy opponent except for at WrestleMania because he's a choke artist.
When he loses at WrestleMania,
Yeah.
to the choke artist.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, but he hasn't been saying Big Show is a bad wrestler or Big Show can't win. He's saying Big Show can't win at WrestleMania because he's a choke artist. I think it'll be a decent match. I love myself some Cody Rhodes. And I think it'll be decent. It won't be that good. Cody carried, Khali on Raw. which was amazing to me. Was it on Raw or was it SmackDown?
SmackDown,
Was it,
I think.
No, it was on
I don't
Raw.
know.
It was this last
Was
one.
it? Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember he did carry him.
he carried Kali. It was amazing. Good Kali match. Um, and I think it'll be decent. But yeah, my boy Cody's gonna lose his title, and I'll be sad. And Big Show's gonna have a title that does nothing for him.
Oh, he's gonna lose it quick too.
Because Big Show's bigger than the title is.
Oh
Big
yeah,
Show,
he doesn't need it.
Big Show's way bigger than the IC title. I don't mean literally bigger.
No,
Don't stop
he doesn't
giggling,
need it though either.
Peanut. No, he's bigger. He's bigger than the title is, and it's a complete waste. It's the whole. It's a waste. It's a waste.
Such cool potential matches that are just gonna be replaced with like whatever matches.
Though I want to say, they never planned on doing the Goldust thing. That was all Goldust wanting to do it and Cody wanting to do it.
You know what? But they teased it, and that's all it takes for me is to tease something.
Yeah, they teased because they brought him out one time. Yeah.
No, not one time. I mean, it was right before Elimination Chamber for like 4 weeks. He kept either coming out to the ring, or it was because Cody was feuding with Booker.
Yeah,
and they kept having him talk. And it's like, don't tease that in front of me, something that I really enjoy, and then just be like, oh yeah, never mind, you're fighting the Big Show. But wait, why is he fighting the Big Show? Like what? Because last minute? Like why don't we go through with what we were fucking teasing? What was the point of that? It did absolutely nothing for Cody, and it did nothing for Goldust. It just was a waste of time. I hate that. At least finish it off on SmackDown. Do something with it. Don't just let it die out and like, oh well, now Goldust isn't even talking to Cody anymore. That's the end of that. Bye. I hate that shit.
That's just part of being a WWE fan, not a wrestling fan, because other places don't really do that. Vince just gets bored sometimes. What can you do?
Yeah, well, fuck Vince. It is gonna be better once he dies, because at least they can hold on to a feud.
Yeah, and that feud will be Triple H versus someone who is burying.
I don't give a fuck as long as they don't drop it after like 3 weeks. They're just like,
we'll
oh well, we're not even gonna write this off. It's just over.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, him too.
The next matchup is a big one that everybody is looking forward to, and that would be not this
I'm looking
matchup.
forward to you saying it,
because I was one above the match I'm about to do. The next
Just
matchup.
do it in the other order. It doesn't matter. Whatever.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter.
Damn it, you're right.
Confidence just melts on you.
Because Rav's always right. I'm always wrong. The next matchup is...
Confidence.
Did you hear him squeal? He squealed before he said
Yeah, he squealed a little bit.
Dude, just go with whatever you want. Whatever makes you feel better, man. My being always right isn't really true. It's just because I have conviction behind it.
Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus. Ron, what's your opinions?
That was really bad. Let me give my opinion.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
Serenity now. Daniel Bryan, Sheamus. Daniel Bryan has been fucking spectacular as champion, which is way more credit than I was going to give him, because I like Daniel Bryan. I was happy he won the belt, but I thought he was going to be total trash throwaway. And thankfully, due to many people either getting hurt or maybe getting out of favor with Vince, it seems that he's had a chance to. He's kind of like a ripoff of Punk, but just instead of straight edge, he's just vegan. Even though technically that is straight edge too. The stuff that he does is he's the same as Punk. But I love the relationship he has with AJ. I love how you'll never hear him say "I love you too." How she says she loves him, and he always say like the feeling is mutual. Like I love that. I love it. He's going down hard though. Sheamus is gonna beat him. I think the right thing to do is probably to give the belt to Sheamus, but I'm greedy and I want more Daniel Bryan as champion. I think there's more they can do with Daniel Bryan as champion too, but they can't derail Sheamus right now. He needs it as the number one babyface on SmackDown, since he's the only guy that doesn't get hurt on a regular basis. So they're gonna have a good match, but it's probably gonna be pretty short. But Daniel Bryan's definitely going down. Then he'll like blame AJ or something, and they'll do something else later on. But Sheamus is gonna win.
Rab.
Okay, so I'm gonna preface this with I am like the world's biggest Daniel Bryan mark. I just am. I love Daniel Bryan. When he got the title, when he fake got the title, when the Teddy Long took it away, I went like absolutely crazy. I think my glasses flew off my face at one point. And then Teddy Long came out. I'm like, no, my heart. And then he actually won. And I marked out the exact same way. And just because I love Daniel Bryan, and then he slowly started doing this heel turn, which has been, like Rami said, spectacular. It's been amazing, and the proof that it's good is that go back, 4 months, go back to a month before he won the title, and listen to the crowd when he comes out. Just with
nothing.
this
No reaction.
this air of, oh yeah, that's a guy, right?
Yeah, I remember him. He's a really good wrestler. Yay.
And listen when he comes out now. Just the barrage of boos. The crowd hates Daniel Bryan. And because he's such a dick. I mean, Jesus Christ, AJ's about to say something. Shut up, AJ. When he said "shut up, AJ," I was like, "Oh."
That was like the full-blown heel turn too, by the way. Because before he was at least treating her good, but now he's treating her like shit.
Man, I just gripped my chest and I'm like, "Oh shit!" And in the crowd, even the crowd was like, "Oh." Can you believe he just said that shit? Just with this just malcontent. Shut up, AJ. With no respect for her, and he just kept that going. As far as the feud goes, I'm not entirely sure there is a feud.
Yeah, it's true.
There's been so little buildup. The only reason I think there's a shot Daniel Bryan might win is because of how little buildup there's been. I think Sheamus is gonna win, but I think there's a shot that Daniel Bryan wins some underhanded way. I think maybe there's a shot AJ turns heel because AJ's still face. AJ's not a heel yet. And I think there's a shot, AJ like finally takes the step and turns heel with him to like screw Sheamus, and then they can give it to Sheamus at the next pay-per-view, which they've done before. They've done that. They screwed Austin that way before. They screwed The Rock 3 times. They screwed The Rock at WrestleMania. Yeah, they screwed The Rock at WrestleMania and then gave him the title at Backlash, and they've done Cena and they've done it. So I think there's that shot of like, and then give them something to feud about and give Sheamus, because it feels like Sheamus is gonna win the title and we're gonna be like, oh, even the crowd's gonna be like, yeah, great, Sheamus, but it doesn't feel like he overcame anything cool, or like it's great that he won the title, but it's not anything big because it wouldn't even be his first win. It wouldn't even be like the childhood dream coming true. It would just be.
There's a difference with him though than like The Rock and like a Cena and people they've done that to, is that Sheamus like needs it though, because right now he's not a solidified main event guy, and if he loses, there's a good chance. I mean, he could go either way. He could either win it and get like zero reaction, or he could lose it and then get like zero reaction. So it could go bad.
I think if they cheat to beat him, if Daniel Bryan beats him clean, he'd be dead. But I think if they cheat to beat him, they can extend it another 4 weeks and have him win it at whatever Backlash is called now. It might still be called Backlash.
So Extreme Rules, I think, is their next one.
Is it now? Okay. So and then we need Extreme Rules by beating the shit out of Daniel Bryan in some Extreme Rules match, and just being the big brawler and not letting Daniel Bryan cheat against him, and winning.
Are you with me on like, don't you hate it when the champion gets beat by the face, right? And then they do like the rematch for the heel versus the face, and you're like, God, he has no fucking prayer of winning that belt back. That always makes me not want to watch those matches.
Yeah, I don't enjoy that. But yeah, I mean, I think there's a chance with that. I think because like you said, there's more mileage in it, and there feels like there's more mileage in it. It feels like if you thought that this week, was Elimination Chamber coming up instead of WrestleMania, it feels like, like they're planning to go another 6 weeks with it. It doesn't feel like it's done yet. It doesn't feel like they're ready for WrestleMania with this feud. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think there's a chance. I think Sheamus is going to win, and and whatever, and it's going to kill Daniel Bryan.
Oh yeah.
When Sheamus, it's just gonna kill him, because his entire gimmick right now is yes, World Heavyweight Champion, which also is amazing, by the way. Okay.
Yeah, well, they're freaking doing the yes chants at the indie shows. I went to PWG, and the yes chant was like the most over chant in that entire crowd. So it's not even just in
They
WWE.
did it.
That thing is spread
I mean,
everywhere.
well, look who we're talking about. PWG. Oh, really?
I'm
They like Daniel Bryan?
I'm getting.
Shocking.
Yeah, I agree. I know that, but I bet you if you go to other places, it is just it's such a fun chant.
I know they've done it at ROH. I know. It's funny because I'll go. I'm on Reddit. I don't know if you guys have heard of Reddit.
Yeah.
It's like I'm on Reddit and on like their pro wrestling board and stuff, and they do like live chats and they do like a live post for Raw. And when he comes out, you know what happens, right? The board just gets flooded with yes. Just
Yeah.
everyone. Yes, yes, yes. I remember one time a guy changed his name to Yes and then pointed at himself. I mean, it's amazing. Yes is fantastic. Yes is so good. I did it. I did it once after winning board games. I pulled out my title belt that I have and I just started yesing on the table. It's fantastic. But yeah, it should be a good. I think they can put together a good match. I like Sheamus as a worker these days, and
Oh, yeah.
and of course Daniel Bryan's the best wrestler on the planet. And it should be great. It should be a good match. Sheamus is probably gonna win. I hope not. I hope Daniel Bryan wins it. But at least it should be a good match, one way or the other.
It'll be really fun. Even if
Yeah.
it's short, that they're gonna put on a really great match.
Yeah, I mean, even if Sheamus isn't gonna like out wrestle him, but Sheamus is a good worker, and
Yeah. Isn't that crazy that they went from dark match and bumped off the card last year to
1 week
world
la-
title
1 month
match?
later. Sorry, 1 year later.
1 year,
1 year
yeah.
later,
It's crazy.
went from being bumped off the card to being one of the main events. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
Great.
that's amazing.
It also shows how short-sighted these people are.
Oh yeah, but it would have been even better had they actually gotten on the card though, because they would have been 2 years in a row and like gone from like mid card together to main event together. That would have been spectacular.
Okay, let's go with it.
Yeah, Peanut go. Is Peanut alive?
Peanut, did he leave?
Have we been... There he is.
I'm
Talking
here.
to nobody. He's like, I wasn't even recording. It was just Rap and Rob talking.
Hello.
He laughs and then it just closes. I'm not doing that again.
So moving on with the podcast. The next match, according to Wikipedia.com, working from the bottom upwards through the matches, which seems to be in the same order as WWE.com because I have it in the same order that that Peanut had it in. Working.
What the fuck is he doing?
No, I'm moving on without him.
Yeah, but like, do we know if it's even recording?
Yeah, well, if we're not, then we'll do this again.
Damn it.
But it's CM Punk, who's friends with Cole Cabana, and Chris Jericho, whose dad played in the NHL. Rom, what are your thoughts?
God damn it, this isn't gonna even be recorded. I already know it. I'm talking to fucking no one but you. Hold on, let me see.
You were basically doing that a second ago.
I'm gonna see if he's on Facebook. Maybe he.
He's still on the chat. He's still on the chat.
Yeah, then why isn't he fucking talking?
Maybe his mic fell off. I have no idea. Well, at one point he just said keep talking, earlier. So I feel like he's having mic problems.
He always having Mick problems. Mick Foley, that'd be cool. God damn it! Wait, he just sent something. Oh,
No,
it
that
was
was
you. Damn it. Yeah, isn't
No.
Wait, I heard him for a second. God.
I'm gonna
Peanut, if it's still recording, just type it's still recording.
This is terrible. This is the worst thing.
My freaking cursor for my mouse cursor is like freaking out. Halfway through this, it turned into like fuzz. Yeah, he's typing. Oh, this is too much typing.
Can you hear the phone ringing?
I can hear a phone ringing.
Okay, because I'm calling Peanut.
Oh.
Is he writing a soliloquy?
I don't know what's going on. Maybe we're supposed to guess. It's like that guessing picture game. Draw this, I think it's called.
Yeah, draw something.
Something. All right. Is it a line, Peanut? Okay.
That was his message.
He stopped typing.
We left him a message. We're leaving him a message now. Okay, A2E cast, leave him a message. Go.
God damn it! What the hell's going on? I like how he just went like and laughed and it just vanished. We're almost done, damn it! I have
You're
porn
so
to attend
gross.
to.
The coffee settled, and I had to go pee.
Oh my god, you're the most professional podcaster. So I'm just gonna go pee and not tell anybody.
Yeah,
Have we been recording?
the crash of the coffee happened, and it happened fast. But
Oh, you fell asleep.
it was long.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Please leave this all on the podcast.
Fucking fell asleep. Wow. Wow. That's all right. Well, Rab, take over. We're moving on to the next match.
No, I'm here. You
Peanut
guys
wakes up.
are just talking along.
What a fucking little bitch. Fucking, I am entertaining. How? That's it. We're talking about more Gary Sinise films now.
I mean, I had 3 cups of café con leche, which is definitely more powerful than whatever you had, and I'm cool, dude.
Hey,
I had a
I'm
star,
moving
damn.
on, and the next matchup is the matchup that everyone is looking forward to.
Fucking fell asleep.
It's the WWE Champion CM Punk versus the returning Chris Jericho. Now, Rom,
Oh, are
who
you
do you think
awake?
win? Who do you think's gonna win?
Are you awake? So like, should I talk now, or are you gonna?
I'm wide awake. It was
What
it was a
fucking?
it was a 30-minute power nap, and I had.
All right. Well, I guess we'll try to keep it more interesting for you.
Yeah, for real. Thanks,
So-
man.
Sorry, we were just so fucking boring.
People are gonna hang up on this podcast halfway through because you fell asleep.
Yeah,
They're gonna be like, "You're right. This sucks."
most hated podcast ever. All right, so CM Punk Jericho. I'm picking Punk. There's a lot of people picking Jericho, and I honestly don't think
There's
Jericho's
no
sticking around.
way.
Yeah,
There's
he's
no
gone after
way.
this. I think he came back for Mania, and it's it. He's done. He might do like a Raw after or something to write him off, but I think he's going back on tour with Fozzy or whatever he's gonna do. I mean, he hasn't even been all that great since he's been back. I've liked him. You know, I've always liked Jericho. He's one of my all-time favorites, but you can tell he is phoning this home just a little bit because his in-ring work.
The last 2 weeks have been fantastic.
Oh yeah, no, I think he's getting excited because Mania. But like the last couple months, Jericho has been cruising this thing more than The Rock has. But the promo that he just did with Punk on Raw was amazing. I loved just the line of, I'll leave your dad alone, but your sister. That was, oh my god, that
was
literally,
that was another moment where I was like,
Oh,
"Oh."
I did it out loud. My girlfriend was here watching with me, and she was like, she didn't even really like care, but me in front of her just going, oh, like losing man points, but it's okay because it was awesome. The match is going to be good. I do think it's going to be one of the better ones. I don't think it's going to be the best though. Punk is in the state of his career where he can have the best matches of his career. Jericho, he's starting to get into the twilight of his career, I think. And I know he can still go physically. I just don't think he wants to go mentally anymore. I think the idea of him wrestling probably appeals to him more than when he actually does his matches now. I just think, I don't know. I think he's kind of writing everything off, and I'm sure this is a paycheck, and I'm sure he's interested creatively, but he just can't keep up with Punk. He's too, like, maybe a Jericho 5 years ago could have. But I really do think Punk needs to win this match because it will solidify him as like the man. And if they make Jericho win and then like Punk gets it back, I just think that hurts Punk big time. And Jericho, he can lose. Come on, he is the king of losing and always mattering still. So I give the win to Punk, and it'll still be pretty fucking good though. I'm looking forward to it. Are you awake, Peanut?
Oh, I'm wide awake. Rab, what are your opinions on this matchup?
I agree with Rami. There's no way CM Punk loses. I don't know if Jericho's gonna leave, soon. But I mean, he's not gonna stick around forever. If I would be really surprised if he was still here for like Survivor Series, for instance. I could see him making it to the summer, but yeah, there's no way he's sticking around long term, and they're not gonna do that. Punk's rolled over everyone, and they're not suddenly gonna have him lose to Chris Jericho, who super doesn't need it. I disagree with Rami on one point. I think it will be the best match of the night. I think Jericho's gonna go. I think he looked pretty good at he looked better at Royal Rumble than Rock looked at what was it, Survivor Series that he was with Cena.
Yes.
Yeah. He looked good. He looks like he's still in shape. And he can still go. I think that's going to be the best match of the night. It's going to be fantastic.
Well, I think I meant that as in like the one you're going to remember
I think
over
it will be.
everything, because it's
He's
like
done that a couple
physically
times.
they're gonna have the best like actual like technical like match. Like it'll be the Ricky Steamboat Macho Man of the show, but I still think the crazy reaction that we'll review in a second, but Rock and Cena is gonna just drown them out completely by the end of it.
Okay, I disagree. I think it's going to be the Shawn Michaels Jericho of this year.
Yeah, that's the only match I remembered from that show, because Angle and Lesnar was pretty balls.
That was Angle and Lesnar wasn't that bad. It was really average.
Yeah, all you remember is him fucking crushing
He's
his
almost
neck.
killing himself. Yeah, almost Brock Lesnar almost murdering himself.
Yeah, I don't remember fucking anything else from that match.
Okay.
I have a sinus infection.
By the way, before we move on, did you skip Team Teddy versus Team
did.
Johnny?
No.
Yeah, he did.
No, I didn't. I did not. Because the next matchup, which is my favorite matchup on the card, the main event, it is Team Teddy versus Team Johnny. I'm going with Team Teddy all the way. Their team is looking pretty amazing, and nothing's going to stop them.
Can I start this time just so I can
Go
scream
for
at
it.
Peanut?
Yeah, go for it.
Go for it.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Yeah.
Have
I
you
don't-
seen who's on their team?
Yeah. Kofi fucking Kingston, who
Oh my-
hasn't won
he's the
anything in
great-
like a decade. R-Truth, who somehow ended up being the most buried person out of
Oh yeah.
Awesome Truth, which
Such
is ridiculous
potential, too.
because Miz has been that could have been fantastic. Fucking,
yeah.
that's what he gets for hanging out with Evan Bourne. And
Yep.
on Team Johnny is one of my favorite guys right now, David Otunga.
Oh my God! Thank
so
you, Brad.
great.
Dude, let's have a David Otunga's theme singing moment right here. Ready? When you're standing next to me, oh, I know you feel the power. It's a feeling that you get when you final hour. Oh, I love him. He's my current favorite job guy.
Have you
Oh,
seen
he's
him on
amazing.
Twitter?
Oh yeah, he never takes a picture without his coffee mug.
He's so great on. Oh no,
Yeah.
the best is when he went to the Grammys, with his wife. He went to the
Yeah.
Grammys with his wife, and he took a picture of himself at the Grammys with his wife in the sweater vest with the mug. It was amazing.
Oh yeah, he is what's awesome and fun about wrestling right now.
Live the gimmick, dude. Live the
Yeah,
gimmick.
I feel the power.
Yeah, it's that feeling that you feel.
You face your final hour.
Oh man, I love myself. Look, I didn't, when the whole John Laurinaitis thing started, I didn't like it. Johnny's hit his stride over the last 3 months.
Yeah, he's picking up.
Mr. Excitement. Oh, I love that. Mark Henry, beats everyone. Almost beat Cena. Mark Henry almost beat Cena.
Yeah, that was a really good match, actually.
Yeah, and that was
Finally, he looked
that
like
was
a
a very
monster
good match.
again.
That was a very good match. He almost beat Cena. He just came short of it.
So you're picking Laurinaitis' team.
Christian looked great. Talking. Swagger's probably the weak point. Ziggler's gonna be there. Maybe Miz. I don't think Miz. I think it's gonna be ADR. I think they're gonna, screw Miz. I think Miz might have a face turn coming.
I think, yeah. See, the only reason that I would possibly pick Team Teddy is because they haven't announced the final person yet for Team Teddy, because all of Laurinaitis' team's done, right?
Oh my God.
Uh-oh, he's here.
Oh God. Uh-oh.
Let me finish my thought.
And thank you for joining us in the middle of the podcast, Mr. Bomber.
Wait, let Bomber speak on this.
Well, let me finish first, damn it.
No, because I don't want him to know what he's talking about.
Whoa, what's going on? Am I being ambushed?
You're being ambushed.
Moderator, go
A
ahead and
stranger
introduce the
counted up
topic.
the votes.
Go ahead and introduce the topic to the actual topic to Bomber.
Oh, right now.
Well, let me say real quick, because Rami, you cut me off, so it's not your turn to talk anyways.
Oh, fuck you, Rab.
No,
You know
hold on.
what?
The topic better be,
Got it.
why the fuck was Bomber not told about this? That's the fucking topic right now.
Our great leader, Peanut.
No, you were told about it. Hold on. I said, how would March 22nd be? And you said at midnight. At midnight. And I said, we are shooting for that. I really hope it works out. Never had to reschedule like this before. And then you said, no worries, we will get it done, wink face.
Oh, snap, dog.
Got it
No,
synced.
wink face is pretty much like a yes.
That's,
Oh, god damn it.
I was excited.
Okay.
No, so go ahead, Peanut. Ask him. This is only the topic because you didn't show up 2 hours ago.
What is your opinion on Team Teddy versus Team Johnny?
Teddy.
Team who?
Team Teddy.
Team Laurinaitis.
Team Teddy compromised of Santino Marella, R-Truth, Kofi Kingston, and 3 yet-to-be-named wrestlers versus Team Johnny, comprised of David Otunga, Mark Henry, Christian, Jack Swagger, Dolph Ziggler, and 1 yet-to-be-named wrestler. 4 to find out who will be the permanent general manager of Raw and general manager of SmackDown.
Who in the fuck is Johnny? Team Johnny?
Laurinaitis.
That would be Mr. Excitement John Laurinaitis, the Vice President of Talent Relations and interim general manager of Raw.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I didn't know Teddy was still alive, to be honest with you. I thought that guy died like 3 years ago.
Well, he did die of a heart attack. Not die, but he had a heart attack.
Who the fuck is Johnny?
He had one that was like he got one attacked by like someone, and Vicky Guerrero was in charge, and there was another one. when he was getting
Bombers.
I have no clue. Do I have to pick somebody? Is that what's going on here? I have
Yeah.
no.
Okay, I'll let Bomber know what's going on. Well, since we didn't have enough people, we decided to have the first ever WWE cast, and we're doing the build-ups for WrestleMania.
Hell, you called the wrong motherfucker for that.
Well, do you still think Teddy Long is a referee?
Sorry if you hear that train coming.
No, we don't. Who do you predict? Who's your prediction?
Yeah, who's your prediction? And be as specific as possible.
I heard Santino, so I hope he wins. I don't know whose team he's on, but I'm sure he's gonna win.
Is he still doing the honkometer?
The who?
I'm pretty sure that
Oh, this train's gonna be loud.
I'm pretty sure that Bomber thinks that Teddy Long's gonna win because he's still the manager for Norman the Lunatic.
I was gonna say Rodney Mack, but
No,
Rodney
I'm going
Mack.
farther back. Isn't he still managing Doom? You know, Ron Simmons and Butch Reed. You don't remember Ron Simmons and Butch Reed as a tag team and in what was it, the NWA back in the day? No, nothing.
I've heard of him.
Managing fucking Johnny B. Bad.
oh, I know Johnny B. Bad was awesome.
He did have
All
that
right,
pretty
I
cool
think-
like squirt gun thing, I think.
I think Rab should finish his prediction.
Yeah, I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, right. So no, I think the final guy is gonna be Alberto Del Rio, one of my favorite guys, because I love Alberto Del Rio.
Oh, we
I
had to
love
pick
I love everyone on Team Johnny that isn't Jack Swagger.
Oh yeah, fuck Swagger. He's
Yeah.
awful.
Where does A-Train come into play?
I don't even think he's coming until after Mania.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be
A-Train.
out of
What?
Yeah, Albert's
Look,
coming back.
Giant Bernard is coming back. Giant Bernard.
He's supposed to be a lot better now though, since his stuff in
supposedly
Japan.
as Giant Bernard, he's supposedly he's become a pretty good wrestler down in Japan.
Yeah, I think
That's-
the only
Bomber was about to bitch, and then he heard the word Japan, and he got like a boner.
owner, yeah, it temporarily held him off. It's like his
Japan.
That's almost like CZW, except they have squinty eyes.
All right, so now we're bringing racism into it. Okay.
Well, it's well documented you are a hardcore racist, so I don't know. I just do what I say. I don't know. Yeah, I think the only way that Team Teddy will win is I think Miz is going to be on his team because it's going to be one of those situations where Laurinaitis wouldn't take Miz and Teddy's desperate. He has nothing left, especially if you're picking fucking Great Khali on your team. Ugh. So I think it's going to come down to like Miz versus like Christian and Mark Henry or something like that. And either it'd be awesome if Miz like got a good face reaction and they put him over for the win. But I think Laurinaitis is going to get it because Teddy's fucking old. He's a fucking old bastard. How is he still alive? Laurinaitis has some more juice and run in him, so I'm going to go with Laurinaitis. Unless Miz is on Team Teddy, then I'm going with Team Teddy.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
To Bomber.
Yeah.
So Bomber, who do you think's gonna win at the main event at Best of the Best 11?
Best 11. You son of a bitch. First of all seriousness, Drake Younger.
Drake Younger? Yeah, that's what I
100%.
was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
Is
You can go to
Sick
hell.
Mondo still in that company?
You can go to hell, all of you. All right. Best of the Best is going to be in a great, amazing show. Promise.
I'll be there.
Are you looking forward to the CZW Dragon Gate Super Show
All right. See, you guys pulling out little.
on March 29th? On March 29th, the CZW versus CZW Dragon Gate Super Show. It's going to be great.
So is it going to be a bunch of homeless people versus some awesome Japanese wrestlers? Is that what we're going to see?
Oh,
Because
there
that's
you
not
go.
fair.
There it is.
That's not fucking fair, Bomber. Okay.
Okay. I got you.
They just find people like behind a Walmart and offer them a barbed wire match.
No,
It's like,
no, I'm
They're
sure.
great
I'm
bar
sure
fights.
there will be an armbar. I'm
What do you-
positive
what do
we
you
will
think-
see an armbar.
What do you think Trent Seven's chances are?
Bro, I don't know who the fuck that is. You can go to hell. I know he's in it. I don't know. He's a new guy.
every time I talk to Bomber, I immediately go to the CCW site.
Hey,
just start
there you
reading
go.
shit
And boom,
off the
another
top.
hit.
And I can't wait for the Triangle of Ultra Violence tour from on July 27th through the 30th.
You know what? Me neither, actually.
But the good thing about Best of the Best 11 is that seats are $25.
oh, that's way too much money.
That general admission?
Yes, that's general admission, $25.
General admission, yeah, that's right. You want to pay the
$25
big bucks to get front row.
30.
Pay
I
30.
believe they're 35 or 40.
35. No, it's $35 front row to watch
you go.
the Best of the Best, a huge CZW event, right? It's a big show, right?
Yeah.
It's one of their biggest shows on a Thursday night.
It's on a Saturday, asshole.
It's not. It's on a Thursday night.
Best of the Best is April 14th.
Why is their best currently located at a McDonald's near you?
Okay.
Hey,
You
shut
guys
up.
When they bring the weapons, do they also bring the
right.
sauces?
He's
Do I
right.
get any mustard or barbecue?
No. He's right. He's right. It's on April 14th
Stop.
Saturday at 7:30 p.m. at Flyers Skate Zone.
Although if I ever want to know, like if I want hot mustard or barbecue, I'll just go to Zandig and be like, hey, bitch,
If you
what's
want
better?
to see the Best of the Best, Best of the Best 11, it's April 14th in Voorhees, New Jersey at Flyers Skate Zone.
Yes, it is.
At
What's
Flyers, it's a skate
Ketchup.
rink.
Who's their champion right now?
Who
Yes, it
cares?
No, Hummer. Who's their champion right now? Who's CZW
The
champion?
world champion?
Yeah.
Masada?
So okay. Well, would I like to supersize that, or maybe like
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Like, I heard they have a deal with chicken nuggets right now. It's like what is it like $5 for 20?
He's a top-notch Japan wrestler, too, back in the day.
Look. So I see. I mean, I see that's at Willie's Skate Zone, and usually,
Oh, hey, Flyers skate
Usually-
zone. asshole.
Wait a minute. While we're on topic,
usually on Saturday nights, girls get in free. Is that still available?
Just to show you that CZW is not just hardcore ultra violence.
I did see 2 arm bars. I was pretty
I
impressed.
saw arm bars, saw a hip toss.
Hey,
A-
I pay-per-view people, Best of the Best 11. You'll see plenty of arm bars.
Is it iPay-per-view because only you're watching it?
There's plenty of people watching it.
I'm sorry, Bomber. I respected CZW like 6 years ago.
Oh,
Well, that's
I
good.
was a huge CCW fan when I was 13.
I used to be, yeah. It was a long time ago.
I was no back in the day. I still have a lot of like fake UTV stuff on like not on VHS
Thank you,
on
TV.
on
Yeah.
CD-ROM.
Yeah, I was a Mondo.
I like it.
Mondo.
Yeah, no, burned onto VCDs as we used to say.
Mondo, and who was the guy he teamed up with and always had the crazy matches? Wasn't Rick Blade?
Who- Mondo? Yeah, Rick Blade. Remember,
Yeah, Rick Blade
Mondo,
was
yeah.
fucking awesome too.
Yeah, it was the Hate Club and all that.
Half of those people are dead now, but
do they still do the Hate Club?
Or in jail. No, they
or
don't
in,
hate
yeah,
clubs.
or in jail.
That's true. Nick Gage is in jail, asshole.
Oh, you
Yeah.
made a video
Wait,
about
Nick,
that. We
Nick
recall.
Gage is in jail.
Didn't
I
you
remember
watch my
being-
video?
I remember-
Damn.
Look,
I
this
always
is how much of a fan I was of CZW. I remember when Justice Payne left to XPW and being pissed, just like fuck you, Justin Payne. How could you not Justin Payne, Justice Payne? Fuck you, man. How could you fucking, switch sides and go to XPW with fucking whatever shitty ass people they had over there?
And then Messiah getting his fucking thumb cut off.
Yep.
Good stuff.
No.
Good stuff.
But,
Good organization.
Good stuff. He got his thumb cut off. Yeah,
Yeah, they were gonna cut off his fucking wiener too until he fought him off.
that's true.
That sucks.
No, but too bad he won't be at Best of the Best of Luck.
Yeah.
What kind of
But
a
hey,
fucking show is this?
I don't know. Why are
It's
they
a show where we talk about how we think Messiah
Yeah.
could have beat Alex Colon.
You son of a bitch.
the many legendary battles of Ric Flair and Ricky Steamboat in the the early NWA era?
We're talking about WrestleMania. We told you what fucking kind of show this is.
Yeah, let's move on. Are we done with the
Well, if you want to watch a real show in April, you watch Best of the Best.
Well, you're gonna
I mean,
watch.
you
it. It's
have
called
you
My
have to
Favorite.
go. You have to. I mean, you're not being. Look, I know no one. Luckily for you, no one watches on TV anyways. We all watch online regardless, which is perfect because Best of the Best on 11 will only be online.
Exactly.
Stream it, bitches.
Exactly.
Do they offer a stream
How-
from Bomber's home video?
Bomber paper.
Yeah. How is it that you set that up, Bomber? That's amazing.
Yeah, I think
Motherfucker,
Bomber's
hybrid TV.
How much are you charging per IPPV?
It's just from his webcam.
No, seriously though, how much is just wondering, how much is IPPV?
It's like $10.
I've never actually purchased one, but it's probably 15, 20 maybe. I don't know.
I would think 10 because fucking Ring of Honor is only $10.
Yeah, Ring of Honor is $10.
So I
Oh.
would think they would be more than that.
I don't know. I've never purchased a pay-per-view. I get the DVDs when they come out.
Okay.
All right.
That's fair.
Let's get this show on the road.
Sorry for that one.
We only got 2 matches left.
Yes. The next matchup is a Hell in a Cell match between The Undertaker and Triple H with a special guest referee.
Oh yes. ...
Shawn Michaels. Rom, what are your thoughts on this matchup?
Shawn Michaels has both helped this match and taken away from it hugely. Because, like, all anybody cares about now is Shawn Michaels. It's like, you remember when, Triple H fought Kevin Nash in a Hell in a Cell, and they put Mick Foley as the referee. Everybody just wanted to see Mick Foley versus Triple H. Like, fuck Kevin Nash. That's, right now, everybody just wants to see Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels in a Hell in a Cell. Nobody gives a fuck about Triple H. So, he's helped it, but he's also taking away from it a lot. I really don't think there's any fucking way Taker's going to lose. It's bad for business. If he's going to stick around, Taker is only going to lose when he leaves. Even though a lot of people think he's never going to lose, he's going to do a job when he's done, when he retires. Like that last match, that'll be when he walks away and he takes the one loss. But I don't know. I think he's still going to wrestle like every WrestleMania for at least a couple more years. So I don't know. I just don't see Taker losing. I'm sure it's going to be fucking awesome because I bet you there's gonna be some blood. Even if they have to take a fine or whatever, I have hope that they deserve. They give you the Hell in a Cell that you deserve.
Yeah, I don't think
sick
we
of
do the
comments.
fines down here because I've seen blood down here.
No, in WWE they do fines if there's any type
Yeah,
of
because
chair shot or-
because Taker and Triple H are gonna get fines.
They did. They got fines for the chair shot, but it only cost them like $2,000 each or whatever, so they didn't give a fuck. But I'm just saying, that's the statement that they can get away with whatever they want. So we probably are going to see blood for the first time on purpose in years. But Taker's going to win easily. Come on, it would be a waste to have Triple H win. He doesn't gain anything from it, and Taker just gains the more of the that's a word of his awesomeness. So yeah, Rab.
I gotta agree with. Obviously, Taker's gonna win. I mean, I don't think there's any chance that Triple H wins this. I mean, I know Triple H has that history of bury everyone, which but I think he had enough of that earlier in the year, or last year, where he buried the entire roster somehow.
Paul London and Spanky in one move.
No. The best was last year, where he had everyone walk out on him. And instead of changing something, no, he just buried the whole roster.
Yeah, what a bunch of sissies.
Just a bunch of sissy pansies, and they don't understand this business. Okay, um, that's my terrible Triple H impression. But yeah, I mean, he's not gonna bury Taker, and there's no reason to have him go out 19-1. Um, I wish I could get excited for this match, but the build-up's been horrific. I mean, they've taken 8 weeks to say 1 or 2 shows worth of stuff,
Yeah, they're
and
stretching it out.
the crowd is getting bored. I mean, the crowd is whatting Taker. When was the last time you saw them what Taker or what Triple H?
Yeah.
Or or what Shawn Michaels, but they're doing it now because they're bored, and fucking every fucking promo is the same shit. It took them 4 weeks of like bad for business, and in this business, I can't in this business. You're a coward. I mean, it was ridiculous, and then finally, I will end your career. I will end you, and it will be over, and you will be ended. And it was ridiculous, and no one was catching on to it. And it will be a fun match. I didn't really like last year's match. A lot of people really liked it. I thought it was a little too spot monkey for me. But this one should be fun. This one will be just a spot monkey, but it will be more fun because I'm seeing it in person. And
what about do you? Go ahead. I want to hear your comment on something.
Yeah, those matches are more fun in person than they are on TV, in my opinion. So I think I'm gonna love it, but
Do you agree though? Like, I hate how they're saying the whole like end of an era. Fucking Rock's on this pay-per-view. Does he not count as being a part of their era? Because fuck, I think he does.
The best part is I feel like Triple H doesn't count.
Yeah, I do too.
Triple H does not count.
Like, how can you end an era when fucking Rock is on the same pay-per-view as you? I don't understand. Like, get off this whole end of an era thing. It's not an end of an era. Like, both these guys are still gonna wrestle after this. So
no matter how much Triple H has pushed himself, Triple H was never the guy. Not once. Triple H was never. He had the title a bunch of times, but he was never the guy.
Yeah, he was never their draw.
Yeah, he was never the guy. Triple H drew no money.
I wouldn't put it that far, because he's depending on who he's with. He's with some guys that he would draw money, but like he was never the guy that you came to see specifically, unless it was just like
by the time he was drawing the money, the well had dried up. By the time he was the guy, it was 2003 or 2004, and no one gave a shit.
There are people that paid to see him, though. I wouldn't say he drew nothing. He just wasn't a huge draw like he thinks. What do you think,
I mean, fine. He hasn't drawn nothing, but I mean, it was, The Rock. People were there to see The Rock, or he was feuding with Austin. People were there to see Austin, or he was running DX, and people were there to see DX. People weren't there to see him. People were there to see him as part of DX. And, the end of an era. He's one of the big. No, he wasn't. He wasn't in the top 3. Him, Taker, Austin, and then Triple H came after.
Good points. Bomber, what are your opinion on this matchup?
All right, now, no lie, I am gonna watch the pay-per-view. I'm gonna watch pay-per-view. I mean, I looked at the card from top to bottom. I know you covered everything, but it looks good. It looks good. I have no clue what the hell anything's going on with Triple H and Taker and all that stuff. I did watch the match last year. Match last year was pretty good. I liked it. I don't know about the spot monkey stuff, but I mean, it was good. Or I guess you could say maybe I'm used to it. Maybe.
I was about to say you love spot heavy stuff, man.
Maybe you could say yeah.
You watch CZW, so what you watch is like spots.
And there you go.
It was the truth. I mean, it's not a knock on it. Just
Yeah, a lot of them.
It's that style of wrestling.
Yep. But anyway, obviously Taker's gonna win, though. I mean, come on.
There's people out there who really think that Triple H. When I was at the FCW show, on Saturday, there was a guy who I ended up like sitting with because I guess he had to like clutch onto someone, and he clutched onto me because I was wearing a Daniel Bryan shirt. And he was the classic like fucking IWC, guy.
Mm-hmm.
Triple H is gonna win because Taker's gonna, he's gonna bury Taker, and so that he can retire. And I'm like, whatever, dude.
If he was gonna retire, then that would be plausible. But I just don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon.
I don't. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's like at this point, Taker is gonna lose to somebody important. He's probably not gonna lose to
Yes,
like a nobody.
they're not gonna burn the rub on Triple H.
Yeah, that's what I.
Where like what 5
like
of his wins at WrestleMania already came from?
Like I think if they do next year, if they do Cena and Taker, that is where Taker is fucking in trouble. Like that, he's like Cena is the one guy I could easily see giving the big win to because
I think it's
the
too late.
heat
I think if
would
they
get.
had done it. Sorry, I'm sorry for interrupting you. Go ahead.
Oh, it's okay. I've only interrupted you like 100 times.
What can you do? What was I saying? I think it's too late. If they had done it like 2 years ago, I could imagine him beating Cena. I mean,
Yeah.
Cena beating him. But I think it's too late by now. It doesn't matter. Who cares? No
Yeah.
one. I mean, no one's
I
gonna
still
be. Wow, can Cena
really
beat him? It's
I
like,
still
yeah,
look forward
Cena can beat him. Cena beats everyone.
I don't know.
I guess that's
forward
where that's where the intro. Wow, but Cena beats everyone, but so does Undertaker.
well, that would be so good if Cena was champion versus Undertaker. That would be a dream match
That
for
would actually
me.
be pretty great.
see
That would
that.
actually be pretty great.
Yeah, because it's seriously in doubt whether or not
Because
Taker
you would go,
win.
you would. Oh wow, who's gonna
Exactly.
win this?
And when he like has Taker in the the submission at the end, and you're like, oh fuck, like he's beat everybody with this thing at Mania. Like that's the moment where my heart sinks and like, oh god, this could not be the moment. And then Taker gets out of it like that. That would be great.
But yeah, okay.
But speaking of John Cena, we move to the final match on the card, which is a match 1 year in the making. That is John Cena versus, as it says in the trailers, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Any
Rom,
chance I can start this one?
you can start it, Rab. Go ahead.
You okay with that, Rom? No, you can go. You can go first if you want.
No, I want Bomber to go first.
But Bomber, what do you think of the main event?
Me?
John Cena
What the
versus.
hell? You want me to go first?
Go for it, man.
Yeah, actually,
Go
go for it. Go for it. Go for
Yeah,
it, Bomber.
going cold, bro.
All right.
John Cena versus The Rock.
The Rock and John Cena.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Rock, John Cena. I think The Rock is going to be sweating a lot.
Yeah.
There you go. That's my input right there. No, I mean, I don't even know who would. I have no clue who's going to win this match. I have no clue, which is going to make it good, obviously. But I mean, I want to say The Rock, but they're probably going to have Cena win to like do little passing of the torch kind of shit and all that. At the end of the match, they're going to like shake hands and be buddies and blah blah blah. They're both good guys.
You haven't seen any of the build-up, have you?
I haven't seen a single fucking thing though.
They don't like one another.
That's super fucking evident.
Yeah.
Basically, what I said is going to happen. So mark it down.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I want to start with a couple things. This is why I want to go with this. I have been a fan of The Rock since I was like 8 years old. I still have my first Rock shirt, like from when I was a little kid. It's got holes in it, like part of his face is peeling off. I wore it that much. It used to be black. It's brown. And I still have that shirt because he was my favorite wrestler just of all time forever. He was the one I was like, you know what, fucking. No, I was a little kid, so I was like, you know what, fucking Hulk Hogan sucks. And so when The Rock coming back, a lot of people were like, really, we're gonna do The Rock versus Cena for a year. Who gives a shit? And I'm like, I give a shit, motherfuckers.
Oh, I do too.
No, but there were a lot of. I think most people got on board eventually with that. But a lot of people were like, who cares? Why would you do that now? And I'm like, because he's the fucking Rock, motherfuckers. I had fully planned. I have my shirt and everything. I bought a new shirt like in June of last year. One of the like throwback, layeth the smacketh down shirts. Fully planning to wear it to WrestleMania because I've been planning to go to WrestleMania since as soon as they said it was going to be in Miami. And fully planning to be on Rock's side, Team Bring It, all that shit. The Rock over the last 4 months or whatever has made me switch sides. I cannot root for The Rock. He's been fucking terrible. His character has been grating. Maybe I'm supposed. A lot of people are saying it's a work. It's a work. Of course, it's a fucking work. This is wrestling, but people are saying, oh, they're trying to get you to hate The Rock. I'm like, well, it's not working very well to most people clearly, but it worked well on me because fucking I can't stand his Fruity Pebbles, fucking gay joke bullshit. I can't take it anymore. I cannot be on team fucking hermaphrodite. I can't do it. I can't sit there and root for that guy. Because Cena just comes through as the nice one and the guy who cares about the fans, and Rock comes through as a dick who cares about the spotlight and calls fucking people hermaphrodites and lady parts and talks about sleeping with guys' moms, and fuck that. I so
Sounds
the
like
match
a
should be
winner to me.
fun. Yeah, the match should be fun. I'm totally gonna root for Cena. They've gotten me to root for Cena. I don't know if that was their goal or not because everyone else seems to be rooting for The Rock. When it comes down here in Miami, in The Rock's hometown, there's no way they thought they were ever gonna get people in Miami to boo The Rock. It's gonna be ridiculous. When Cena wins, because I really do think Cena's gonna win for the same reason Bomber thinks he's gonna win, the whole passing the torch, whatever.
That's right.
And yeah, Bomber straight on there.
Winner.
Cena's gonna get the shit booed out of him. He's gonna get booed so hard, unless the match is so amazing that no one cares, which might be true. I think they're gonna put together a fantastic match. It'll be fun, and I'll enjoy it. But yeah, fuck The Rock. Fuck The Rock.
Before I move on to Rom, I want to add something. You said his hometown was Miami?
That's what The Rock says, as opposed to that little piece of crap town of Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
That
It
he's
is. He's known to be from Miami, so I don't
The
really
Rock
know.
Go to Miami and says, "Finally, The Rock has come home. My hometown, Miami.
Yeah.
I've driven past his
He
house.
has a house there, yeah. I mean, that's where he lives. It is. It basically is his hometown.
I've driven by his house before because I've been in the neighborhood before because I know rich people for no reason. I'm not one of them, but I know some. He lived in Bethlehem for like 3 years.
he grew up in Bethlehem.
No, he grew up in Hawaii and shit.
He went to high school.
Yeah, he went to high school there, and he went to college at the U, and he still goes, whenever, he still goes to fucking University of Miami football games. He was at the last Orange Bowl game, which is when I met him.
He was going to attend his high school reunion. That
And then
counts or something.
Yeah, and then he didn't because he realized, what the fuck am I doing in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania? As opposed to tropical paradise that is Miami, Florida.
He loves us.
He hates that place, which is why he's never been back.
I've driven past multiple times
A place he abandoned.
his house he grew up in. It's a landmark.
He didn't grow up there. He was there for like 3 years.
He grew up there to me. He played football. He
played football here for the University of Miami. and won a national
Peanut. Nobody gives a fuck.
Are you about to cry, Peanut?
Yeah. No, what? What did Rock be a bully and not be a star to you? Because come on, bully. Seriously, Peanut, shut the fuck up.
Look,
Nobody
I'll-
cares. He's from
I'll
Florida.
ask you
Deal
one
with it.
thing. I'll ask you one thing. Where did The Rock recently have his birthday celebration? And I know the answer because I was there. And I can tell you I was not in Pennsylvania.
Chuck E. Cheese.
That would be awesome. Rock.
I definitely would have gone then. I went just for The Rock because this is before I decided The Rock could go fuck himself in kayfabe. By the way, The Rock can go fuck himself in kayfabe. Even though he totally wrote that shit. No one forced him to be Mr. Fruity Pebbles hermaphrodite gay joke. I slept with you.
Get off where he lives, Peanut, and let's continue.
Go ahead, Rom. You can.
Because nobody's gonna give a fuck. He's from Miami, just like Undertaker is from fucking what is it? Yeah, there you go. Like
Death
it
Valley.
doesn't fucking matter where he's actually from. It's where he says he's from. The end.
No,
So
no, I'd just like to say he's actually from here.
yeah. See, just shut
Go
up. Peanut.
ahead.
So my biggest problem with this whole thing is like not Peanut. You have nothing good to say. What Rab said about how like Rock's just droning on the same fucking promo that he's done for a year, and like Cena has these amazing, very true points to go after Rock, and Rock's just like, you're a hermaphrodite, you're a fruity pebble, and Cena's like, hey man, like where have you been? Like what's going on here? Like we everybody's kind of missed you. Oh, you wear purple. Like, oh,
yeah.
I mean, got nothing on Cena. Like, there's not one bad thing he can say about John Cena. Nothing. And like this whole, it's almost like Rock's just like an overgrown bully at this point. And I don't buy that whole like, oh, they're trying to make Cena the good guy. They know there is no fucking prayer in hell that The Rock will be booed in his hometown. And it is his hometown. No way. So I could see them maybe giving him, like, I'm sure the lines on the arm, there was potential that was, of course, to make Cena
Oh, no,
look better.
that's fake. That's fake.
That's fine. That's fine. Like, I could see a few shows, but there's no way that they are going to make you think John Cena is the good guy and Rock's the bad guy. Like, first of all, they want Rock back, and I'm sure they're going to get him back. They want, those Rock matches are going to be awesome. He could fight all kinds of people. But fuck, man, Cena has been destroying Rock ever since Survivor Series. Like, Rock looked pretty strong until after that, and then Rock left again. And you're like, what the fuck is this? Like, he comes out and he destroys Cena after their match, which made no sense because Cena helped him win, which, hey, now I'm going to rock bottom you. I'm a fucking dickhead. Great. That really helped me get behind you, Rock. And then Cena stays, and he sticks around doing a shitty shitty feud with Kane, which just made me like Cena. Yeah, it made me like Cena even more because Cena is dealing with even horrible matches and horrible storylines just to be there for the fans. And Rock just fucking shows up whenever he wants. And when he does show up, he doesn't even do a good performance. Like that "We Will Rock You" thing.
Oh,
My
Jesus
God.
Christ! Oh,
Brutal. What, you couldn't even fucking memorize your lines, Rock? Like,
my
what is
fiance
this?
fell asleep.
Oh, that was...
And she later goes, so she fell asleep and because it was boring as shit.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh man, I fell asleep. It was bad." I'm like, "You fell asleep early. You don't even know how bad I got."
Oh man, it was okay until they got to the Queen part, and then
No, it was bad, and then it got
it was
horrific.
he's just trolling like crazy. Like you can tell he's phoning this whole thing in. Like
reading
he's
off. He was
busy.
reading off the
Yeah.
jumbotron.
And he
Just
was reading when he was
off.
singing, he was reading off of the notes in front of him. So he's not even bothering to actually learn his. That's why I say the wrist thing could have potentially, even though there's only like a 1% chance it could have been real, it could have been because he's showing up and he's never like putting effort into any of this shit anymore. Like his return thing was epic. After that, ugh. So I am totally behind John Cena and he's gonna win. And Peanut, are you asleep? Or are you awake?
I am wide awake.
I want to say one thing that I didn't harp on because I was so busy bitching about The Rock, but I just want to echo what Rom said. And Cena's been great in this. He's been fantastic the last 4 weeks.
Yeah,
every week he comes out and he beats The Rock. He wins every time.
Other than smirking, I don't like the smirking at all. He needs to stop that shit and take it
Yeah,
serious.
well,
But
that's one. Yeah, that's a Cena issue. That's a Cena issue.
Skin, but yeah.
But he comes out and at the beginning of the promo he's getting booed, and by the end of his promos he'll still get booed, but you hear more cheers and he's getting booed less.
Yeah.
Throughout the promo, he's turning
they're
live. He's turning the crowds on TV, not so much.
No.
Because people have time to think about it and go, "Oh, that's right, we hate John Cena."
Yeah. Completely agree.
I don't hate John Cena.
Good, me either.
Yeah, I don't either.
I made
carried
a,
the company
I made
for
a
5
video
years.
about John Cena once.
I don't count.
Shut him down immediately.
It got good reviews.
I
Good.
made a video about John Cena once, and it also got good reviews.
So did Rom.
My ode to Cena.
I made a Carlito John Cena feud video.
And I have to say, I have not made a John Cena video. Just to let you guys know that.
But you will.
Oh, I don't know about that.
But yes, that was our wrestling podcast, the first ever. And as I said at the start, I would love to do more of these. Feel free to post a comment, and we can get some ideas rolling and make this a regular show.
Also, check out CSI New York, starring Gary Sinise. It's still on TV.
I didn't offer for you guys to plug anything.
Yeah, you have to wait for that, dude.
No, Gary Sinise waits for no man.
But he does wait for a peanut. But
what the fuck did you fall asleep? Are you in dreamland again where you think you're funny?
I am in REM sleep.
You think you're funny, fucker?
And that basically wraps up this podcast. And I'm your host as always.
Oh no!
You can't do it because when I go to edit it, it's hard.
I know. That's why I just have to fuck with you.
I'll get the guitar. I'll get the guitar. It's right next to me. I can grab it. I can play.
Smash that fucking guitar over your head one day.
Hey, it's right next to me. I can play some. I learned the theme. But yes, thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Peanut, and we'll see you guys on the next podcast. Peace out.
And there you have it. That was the A2E cast, or the WWE cast, or whatever the hell we called it. As you can see, it was a little crazy and all over the place, but that's what we were, and we kind of still are. But anyway, I guess it's time for some plugs. That's what we're gonna do. But before we do that, I gotta tell you, funny story. The reason why I am the only one on tonight, which is actually the day of the podcast, so basically our original time to record this was on Super Bowl Sunday. I contacted everybody well before Sunday, and everybody was down to do it except Rab. Rab was Rab and couldn't make it, as Rab does. But Zion was good. Peanut was good. We were set to record, I believe, at 5 p.m. Eastern time is what it was, and about 4:30. I talk to Zion. Zion gets on. We're on Skype. We're waiting for Peanut. I give him a text, and nothing. Nowhere to be seen. About 5:07, I believe it was, he jumped on Facebook and said, "Oh, I forgot today was the Super Bowl." And yeah, that's pretty much the first attempt. That's how it went. Peanut said, "Oh, I forgot the Super Bowl. I'm not going to be able to make it." And I told Zion, and we decided we were going to reschedule for Tuesday. At midnight when I got off work. So basically, everything was good. Monday went by fine. Tuesday rolled around, and I'm at work, and I send the message out to everybody, "Hey guys, make sure everybody's ready for the podcast tonight." And guess what? Zion tells me his girlfriend won't let him get on to do the podcast. And then Peanut is just like, "All right, well, me and you can do it." And I'm like, "Peanut, no. You and me cannot do a podcast by ourselves. That would be worse than anything I could even fathom." So basically, this is what you got. I think it was really funny. I think it was a very good look back on like what we were before and like what we predicted Wrestlemania to be and how it turned out and everything. I always like that. But anyway, that's basically what happened and why Jobber Radio is full of jobbers. And yeah, that's how we got our name, by the way. But I'm going to do some plugs right now. We are on the TWR network, the best. I'm going to say it. Even though we're the network with no ego, we are the best of the best. I'm putting it down there. 24/7 network. We got on Tuesday night, The Rant. Who's host of The Rant? You know who it is. Double A, Problem Child, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Those guys, they talk about anything, everything. Sometimes they got Surfer coming on there. They got all kinds of people that jump on there, and basically they give you everything you need to know about wrestling and food. They talk about plenty of food stuff. Everybody knows that Double A is a food connoisseur, just like our man Zion on the show that never shows up because of his girlfriend. But anyway, then we go right into Wednesday, which is what you're listening to right now. First half of the double-sider Jobber Radio, 7:30 usually. This was a special case. Usually 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Jobber Radio. Goes right into Shooting from the Hip at 9 p.m. with the original Dan Phelps, Michael Classic, and the one, the only, Sean Big Daddy Brown. And they are, I like to say we're funny, but those guys, like, make us look like shit. Those guys are awesome. I love listening to them. They're a great show. If you guys are just sticking around for us, you're stupid. You stay on the network right now. You stay in the chat and you listen because those guys know what it's about. They know how to put on a good show. And then Thursday night, the TNT Wrestling Power Hour. Now at 10 o'clock, they do NXT. You know, that's way too many fucking T's, by the way. They got Tom Tyler at 10 o'clock. NX what? T. I'm telling you. All right, but anyway, they do a really good show. Tell you all about the up-and-comers getting ready to come in the WWE. Do a really good show. Good stuff, as long as Tyler makes it to the show, because he likes to sleep. But anyway, then Friday we got TGIX. I always kind of mess that up, but TGIX, thank God it's extra. You don't know what you're going to get on that show. I'm telling you, sometimes they cover controversial network topics, a little bit of drama that goes on here. They talk about you have no idea what's going to go on, and it's always a good show. You don't know who's going to host. It could be Double A, it could be Dan, it could be Jason, it could be Justin. There's no telling. You get anybody and everybody. Just you got to tune in, and if you don't catch it live, the only way to listen to it's on Extra. But if you listen to this, I know you already are an Extra member. I know it. And if you're not, shame on you. Go stab yourself in the eyeball and then subscribe. Just $3. $3. Come on, guys. Let's do it. And then Saturday, you know, you got Wrestling Randomness. What did I just say? Wrestling Random. I think I said there. Anyway, Wrestling Randomness. Justin, Jason, Massey, the Massey brothers. You talk about some in-depth show recaps and everything. Those guys do a really good job. If you missed anything on wrestling, they got you covered. It's really good. And they are, like, I have to say, they stand toe-to-toe with Shooting from the Hip on the funny factor. But those guys kind of got a little feud going on, and I like it. And you guys should dig it. And if you don't listen to them, you're crazy. Because right after, they lead right into the Wrestling Call-In Show with William Morgan, who, if you didn't know it, the man also is into the indie stuff, just like me. He's into the indie scene. He's got anybody who calls in. You can call in if you want. It's the show for the fans. It's at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. I don't know if I said that, but I just said it again if I did. You guys need to really check them out. It's a really good show. Just like every show, I don't think I say it enough. Every single show on the network is awesome, except maybe Jobber Radio, because I'm right here talking to you by myself because nobody can show up. Just want to put that out there. We're trying to get better. We're trying. But other than that, we got all kinds of news stories on the website. Paul Jordan does an amazing job getting stuff up there. Brian Cookie Cooks stepping it up a notch. They got you covered. I don't know what to say. If you don't go to the website, you don't know what the hell's going on in wrestling, because we got everything and everything there. And if you don't know the OSO review, I just said OSO, didn't I? Yeah. It's OSW, by the way. OSW review. Those guys, I know they're looking for a new, like, hosting thing, and they're sorting some stuff out, but they have the absolute best old school video podcasts, or whatever you want to call them, out there. They are awesome. They're hilarious. They are from overseas. I'm not going to tell you where. You're just going to have to know that they are from overseas of the United States. I'm not going to tell you where because I have no fucking idea. I'm probably somewhere near Germany, maybe Austria, maybe the Ukraine. They're probably in between any of those. Probably like Egypt. But anyway, it's a great show. I'm rambling. The TWR Network. It's a great network. You need to step it up. Like us on Facebook. Follow everybody on Twitter. Follow Jobber Radio on Titter. I just said Titter. That's how it goes. I'm getting off here. I'm by myself. You know what, guys? Fuck everybody for not showing up. This is episode 9. I promise we're going to bring something good for episode 10. Not that this wasn't anyway, but we're stepping up episode 10, I promise. If you're listening, I promise episode 10 is going to bring it. We'll see you guys there, and hey, Shooting from the Hip's next.